Hey, this is Anthony Cesari with SuccessForYourSongs.com, and in this video we're going to be talking about 3 compelling songwriting techniques that Jason Mraz uses in his song, I Won't Give Up. So let's dive right in by talking about the first one, and that would be he uses good imagery. And the first thing that pulls you into this song is its strong use of imagery, and it actually happens in its opening lines. So the song starts with the lyrics, "When I look into your eyes, it's like watching the night sky or a beautiful sunrise, there's so much they hold." So those first 3 lines are pretty descriptive. They talk about what looking into her eyes is like, and they give us a couple of nice visuals about her eyes as well. But what I really like about this opening is actually the 4th line, which is the one that says there's so much they hold. Because what's great about that line is it definitively lets you know how her eyes are like the night sky or a sunrise. Just saying your eyes are like a night sky or a sunrise is nice, and it presents us with some easy to use or easy to visualize imagery. But when we're told how they're like those things, it creates this metaphor and takes those lyrics a step further. So now we can envision her eyes holding so much information about her in the same way the night sky holds so many stars or the sun holds so much brightness, that kind of stuff. So it's a great start, and starting with such strong visual lyrics is usually a good move because it compels us to want to hear more. So the second thing, which may seem obvious, is it stays interesting. But we'll talk about, how, so it's not just vague. So an important aspect of this song is that it stays interesting musically as it continues through to the end of the song, and it does this in a couple ways. So one way is how its arrangement or that underlying instrumentation changes throughout the song. So I'll play a couple clips because you'll notice that about a minute into the song, it's basically just an acoustic guitar and vocal, and then after that first minute, there's some subtle instrumentation add-ons that perk the song up a bit more. So this is the song within the first minute.
Your eyes is like watching the night sky.
So just guitar vocal, and then after that, at about a minute 5, we go into this.
Well, I won't give up on us, even if the sky.
So there we start to hear the shaker and the extra guitar and that kind of stuff that really starts to pep things up, and that change happens a minute into the song. Another important change that picks things up and keeps it interesting is the change in vocal range. That happens about a minute 48 into the song. It's on the phrase, "'cause even the stars." Because raising the vocal in this way is typically a great way to have your melody separate itself from what it sounded like previously. And it tends to demand more attention when it happens. So here was the vocal range before.
And when you're needing your space to do,
and then here at about 148.
even the stars, they burn.
So that change is significant, and it definitely lets you know something else is happening there. There's another change in vocal register that happens at the end of the song, which is on the line, "I won't give up on us," when the final chorus starts at 255. So you'll notice that this chorus is sung an octave higher than the first time it was sung at 105. So here's the original time we hear it.
Well, I won't give up on us.
And then later in the song,
I won't give up on us.
so you can hear a big difference there just from that vocal change. So that makes for an engaging and impactful climax to the song. And then after that, Jason Mraz switches back down to the lower octave to end the song on a more subtle note when the rest of that instrumentation drops out, which happens here.
I won't give up on us.
So you can hear how those kind of changes throughout the song really keep it interesting. And I think if you go and listen to the whole song on your own, now you'll notice that stuff, and you'll really get an understanding of how engaging all that is, as opposed to if the whole song was just played like this.
I won't give up on us.
Not to say there's not a place for that, but you can see how effective it is when you do add all this other stuff as well. And then the third thing that he does here, which I think is great, is he has a strong bridge. Now, it's important for a song with a simple arrangement like this one to have a catchy bridge to really pull it apart from the rest of the song. It helps to keep the song interesting, and this song's bridge accomplishes that in a few ways. And one way it does this is with the really catchy nature of the fast, choppy delivery of the bridge melody. So you can hear that bridge here. Aside from the bridge melody or the bridge melody itself being catchy, it also contrasts well against the much longer and drawn out melody notes used in the rest of the song. So here's the bridge melody.
I don't want to be someone who walks away so easily. I'm here to stay and make the difference that I can make.
So melodically, that's a big difference from this part, let's say.
Even the stars,
that bridge has much shorter and choppier notes, which are really helping it stand out there. There's also internal rhymes that happen at that bridge, or rhymes within each line. And that goes hand in hand with that quick and choppy nature of the bridge melody line. So there's lines like, and in the end, you're still my friend, at least we did intend. That kind of stuff really makes you want to sing along because aside from the melody just being so quick and catchy, those internal rhymes make for strong sonic connections that make the lyrics really appealing and hooky. And there's even a key change that happens within the bridge to keep that section from being too repetitive within itself. It happens about halfway through the bridge on the words, and in the end, you're still my friend, which is those internal rhymes that we just talked about. So that's right here.
and in the end,
Actually, let me play a little bit before that so you can hear it go into that key change.
and in the end, you're still my friend. At least we did intend for us to work. We didn't break.
So you can hear that step up there, which is an additional change within that section, which helps create contrast within that section. So obviously there's even more going on here than I discussed, but I think these are the strongest points that jumped out to me about this song. Okay, so hopefully that information helps you out. If you're looking for a lot more ways to improve your songwriting, I've got a couple of cheat sheets for you that you can download by tapping on the screen here. And if you have not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel to stay updated on our latest songwriting videos, you can tap our logo on the screen for that. And I'll also have links for that stuff below this video. So thank you for checking this out, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.